No,
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
I'm taking a sip anyway.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Cheers.
And we are not social distancing.
No, we're not. And the reason we're not is because we have been together
Yes, we have.
before this, and we've been quarantined for about 14 days now, and we're all good.
And we know each other hasn't been anywhere but maybe the grocery store. Or,
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
we
Totally.
stayed low,
Totally.
haven't seen anybody.
Right. So anyway, this is PJ Knits. Welcome, and it is. We're doing this outside, so when you have outside, you get all kinds of wonderful things like people and mailmans who are usually here at 8 o'clock and are not at whatever. So you just get what you get, and hopefully nobody cuts their grass this morning.
You get what you get and don't throw a fit.
That's right. We're going to do it. So anyway, we decided to get together and do a little podcasting. I'm Penny, and from Central Illinois, and I am PJ Knits, and this is my friend Rumi.
And I'm Debbie, and I am priceless on Ravelry.
Yeah, exactly. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. So
Yes, we do.
it's been a while, and
Well, first, we have to say congratulations to Penny because she is finally retired. Yay! I'm
And-
so excited.
in 3 weeks, 2 weeks. This is my third week. I can't remember, end of May, but I'm loving it. It's just fantastic. I highly recommend it, and I'm sorry, not sorry, but this is the way it is. And so I've been doing a lot of knitting and a lot of cleaning out, but I have a lot more to go, trying to set up my sewing room just so I can start sewing and quilting again, but still doing a lot of knitting. So anyway, it is beautiful today. We had a front come through yesterday, and it got like into the 50s last night, so it is totally wonderful.
Yeah,
Good day.
it has really cooled off, but it's good right now. You got a lovely porch to
Yeah,
sit on,
right.
and
after we're done, we're going to sit here and turn ourselves around and knit a little bit. So,
Yes.
so anyway, thanks for tuning in. Go away, bug. Deal with that. What's going on? So first, I want to start with kindness of others, because I know you've gotten some things in the mail, and I've gotten some things in the mail, right?
oh yes,
And so
the
first,
things I've purchased.
yes, and well,
And,
and,
well, no, I do have something that somebody brought me.
yeah,
Yes.
we have some things to show while we have been off.
That's my first.
Yeah, and this first one is from our friend Kim, who is Art's Lover, and this came early on during COVID when I was still working from home, and she sent us this. It's called a Pocket Prayer Quilt, and it says, "This Pocket Prayer Quilt was made especially for you to slip into your pocket throughout the day when your fingers touch the cross inside the quilt. Be mindful of God's love and grace for you. Keep it as a tangible symbol of God's peace." And I thought that was super, super cool.
Very cute. Yep.
So that was neat, and it came at a very good time. Well, work was a little bit hairy and trying to do everything and not knowing what was going on with, COVID and all that stuff. It was nice to get probably one of the first
It
things
was
we
the
got in the
first
mail,
thing.
kindness in the mail. So thank you, Kim. And then next up, last week we received from our table mate
Mine is at home
And
in
then
the room that I Zoom in.
Yeah.
So
from Annetta, and we all got these because everything is going on with COVID. Every function that I was that we were going to this summer has been canceled, or being done virtually now. So we usually get together in a week or so up in Rochester at ZK, and so we're unable to do that. But we got a little gifty in the mail from Annetta to her table mates, and I thought this was super, super cool. All tiles, bags, Pearl, Minnie, and Hank. I thought that was super cool. And it has on the back a cork. So this is super cool. It's going to go into my little knitting room once we get done, but I wanted to show it. So thanks, Annetta. That was a nice surprise.
I love it. Mine is sitting on the side table where I do my Zooming next to the rocking chair.
There you go.
So,
Always
yes.
mindful of it. So that's super fun. And we're going to get together somewhat. Debbie can't be there because she has other things to do. We're going to
I
do
have
virtually.
family, yeah.
Virtually.
You
We're
mean
going
ZK?
Yeah, virtually.
Yeah.
So-
if I can't make it.
Doing a little something from home. that they're getting together. So we're still going to get to see some people, and I'll tell Debbie all about it.
Yes.
But anyway, looking forward to that. Thank goodness for Zoom these days, and I think I've said that before, because I really...
Yeah, it is a really good thing. Penny and I have been talking to our friends on Tuesdays, our Tuesday knit group, and we have done that weekly
from almost the beginning, as soon as we knew Zoom was a thing.
Mm-hmm. And it's been nice. At least you can see people, you can see what they're still making. You can't go into the knit shop and feel the yarn, but now our local knit shop is open. Yay!
Yep.
So we're thankful for that. But it's been really nice to Zoom with friends and stuff. So
Totally is. So then a couple of weeks ago, our little group got together on a Saturday to kind of sort of celebrate my retirement. And so I have to show you these. This is from something Debbie gave me from Fangirl Fibers. And I haven't used them yet because I want to show them, but they're little laser cut Snoopy stitch markers. And you have to tell the story about these, how we were talking about this.
Well, and I think we were talking on Zoom. Somebody had seen it on Instagram.
Oh, Brenda had, because Schitt's Creek was on there.
Oh, yeah, and she loves Schitt's Creek. And she was telling us about how they had these markers and everything. Well, while we were chatting, who's getting on their phone, finding out if there's a Snoopy one, and there was not. And so she had to make them, and I said, do not put them online until I have received them. So she will not give them to her. And so anyway, she made them up. It was real quick. I mean, I would say in a 2-week turnaround.
Yeah,
I mean,
cool.
She lasered them and made them, and so I was pretty pleased.
Anyway, and I have 2 of these that I've gotten
like that. That's
in little
cool.
clubs, and they're like those. It's called I Love Handles. And I got this one as part of a club, and the other one too. And what I've been doing is putting my special stitch markers on these and putting them in my bag. So
I like that. That's very cool.
Haven't used it for its intended purpose, but I have. And I got
That's like a little ruler to measure a few inches. How many inches do you have?
6.
Okay.
6. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the idea to put those on there from Denise when I was at knitting camp a couple of years ago last year. So yeah, that was super cool.
Thanks, Denise.
Yeah.
Good idea.
So during that time we were also together. Then I got one more thing that day I got a nice candle and a bottle of wine from Brenda.
Which is now gone, the wine, I'm sure.
No, the wine isn't. I'm still using my others that I had in the fridge.
Okay.
But it was fun that I got this from Becky. This is a Koigu pack. It's a Koigu pencil pack. And there's 87 yards on each one.
So 870 yards, is there 10?
Yeah.
86,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this pack is called Wild
Weed, yeah, exactly. And so I'm going to there's a cowl pattern. She had a book that she's letting me borrow.
Okay.
And there's a cowl pattern, and there was also a shawl. And I think I'm going to go for the shawl with it.
Okay. It'll be pretty.
Yeah, so those were some things that I just wanted to call out while we were talking for kindness to others. So,
well, now I have something that
oh,
well, yes, that, but
no,
wait.
no, you have something. Okay, we'll wait for that.
Wait.
You can tell me
And
when.
so the same day,
yes.
the same day, was this coming later? Oh,
No, it's now. It's fine. I didn't even think about it.
roomie, and I didn't even put anything in it yet
Me
because
neither.
I
Me
wanted
neither.
it to be nice and safe and protected. My roomie brought to me a Hohi bag. I am so excited. It is a Hohi Locatelli.
And I got as far as this, as pulling the handle over.
Oh, where do I pull the handle off?
It comes off of here. You can leave it there, or you can pull it off there and make it a little.
Oh, you are just too clever for words.
These I bought back probably I did not way back. I bought them when we were at hospice one day. So it had to have been January, February, early. And I knew that she was having a update that day. And so I went out from the hospice room and sat there and ordered our bags that day. And it's the Hohi & Co. BA bag in yellow, of course. So I thought that was super, super cool. That's how long I've had this bag.
Oh my gosh,
for
I love
us,
it. And
yeah.
the feel, the suede.
It's going to be so.
It's so
Isn't
nice.
that going to be so much
lovely.
fun?
Now, oh, you got blue jean on the inside too. It's blue jean on the inside.
Yeah.
And then there's a pocket. There's also a little hook.
Put your keys in there.
Put your keys or something that you want to hook on
You
that
don't
you
wanna
don't want to
lose
lose.
them.
Obviously, cannot be my key card every time we go somewhere.
No, true enough.
But and it's good for a hat project, a scarf project, socks, baby sweater, which I have 4 more to do. So that's what's going in mine.
Yeah, and even if you just wanted to put your wallet, whatever, your sunglasses, and tuck it in your knitting bag.
Yes.
That's why I think probably I will use mine more. Like, we'll have to go down to the riverfront next Tuesday and be out on the riverfront. So I think I'll just pop my keys and my sunglasses and my wallet in there, and then when I leave, not that I wouldn't, that I'm going to. There's always going to be somebody at our chairs, but at least I can pull this, pick it up, and head on into
into the shop if you want. Yes, our local shop is being very cautious. Erin, thank you. She's only allowing 3 people in the store at a time.
Yep.
Hand sanitize when you walk in the door, plus a mask. Wear your mask. And it's great. I love that. I love that. Cool.
So, finished projects. We've been working on something together.
For ZK, we did a twinning project.
Right.
And we decided to do Shadows in the Rain.
Mm-hmm. And it's a Nomadic Knits, Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. There we go. Get myself out of the picture there. And the yarn that started with this was yarn that Debbie gave me during January Thaw last year, with the intent, because we knew at that time we were Team Unicorn.
Right, and so it was unicorn yarn. So it was, had some grays and then all these brights in it. So I stuck with the gray, but Penny
left the
blue. So
button jar blue, yeah.
Isn't that funny how different they turn out?
Same but different.
It's kind of cool.
Then we progressed into mine was all the unicorn, what we're calling the unicorn yarn.
Well, she had it as unicorn, but officially it's called
Hi-Ho Silver.
Yeah, I don't know why.
And it's woolly mama.
Yeah, unicorn's better.
Yeah, we liked unicorn, so we left it at that.
So then I did the pink.
And then on this linen stitch, I cut my linen stitch down by a couple inches because, frankly, I'd had it. I'd had it. I wasn't going any further with that.
I made a whole skirt out of the linen stitch, and it turned
was
out
lovely.
gorgeous.
It was lovely.
And I never paid attention as to how it was worked. It was just a project sitting around with all the girls at the knit shop. I'm telling you, I did this and thought I was going to die. I
did too. I was like, I hate that.
I'm bored.
When I was working this, I was like, I hate this whole shawl. I cannot wait to be done with this.
Yeah.
So I did the 2 different colors. I did, again, my button jar blue, and this is Sari Silk. This is Suburban Stitcher, the pink, but the yellow is Nuclear Goldfish.
Yes, and I did the pink and the yellow. Right. Yeah.
And then I went, because I had this Nuclear Goldfish, and it was stitched together, Nuclear Goldfish. There, so it doesn't blow away.
Now,
and I think you can see yours so much better with that.
Well, and I did, if you can see, 2 different shades of blue because I couldn't decide which one I liked better.
Oh, I guess I didn't. I remember us talking about that. But
the lighter one is called Aquamarine, and that is Stunning String Studio.
Wow.
And you gave me the darker
button jar blue. That button jar
blue.
That Madeline Tosh. I still have some of that. I made a sweater out of that. I made this out of it. This is the yarn that will not go.
What you gave me, I've got like this much, like I can put into a little blanket pink.
That's what I was thinking.
There's nothing left.
This is the yarn that will not go away, and I love it. And
it's a beautiful color, and it blends with so many things. I mean, I thought this looked pretty good. So. And
I bought this at Knit 4 Together gazillion years ago when they were open.
I did not even remember that color being there. You probably bought it before I even saw it. Oh, and then we both did this. Yes.
But I did not add. You added gray in yours.
Yes, I did. I did every other row.
Mine, there is no gray.
Every 2 rows.
I didn't put any gray in.
No, but it has gray in it.
It has a gray, which looks like I did.
But my second shade of gray is called fog, and it is also Stunning String Studio.
Yes.
So I did 2 rows of unicorn, 2 rows of gray.
So you were into
So-
really doing the colors changes
Yes,
there.
yes. Which I got tired of doing, and I did it several times like a dummy.
And then again, I love this last section. I love the colors, but you did what you were supposed to, and I cut mine short. I thought, I'm done. I'm over it. But I really loved this Sari Silk and Button Jar Blue together. So you can see, I'm a lazy knitter.
And this is Button Jar Blue and the Nuclear
Goldfish, yeah. Which I love that name.
Yeah.
It is so bright with flecks of little
Yeah.
orangey yellow in
Yeah,
it.
I love it. I wasn't so sure that I was going to like this after it was done.
It's a long one, guys, right?
It's very long, but then I wasn't sure about all my color choices either. And I had totally different colors, remember?
Yes.
Chosen. I mean, the colors were all the same, but different version of who was going with who.
Well, that was
and
the
it
thing.
totally changed
It did.
every time. Yes.
Because I was keeping tabs. I'm like, okay, D and P. So anyway.
Because you think it's going to look right next to the next color, and it does not.
And it didn't.
It does not. You'd be surprised how ugly some things look.
Yeah. But it was
So.
fun. It's bright. It's springy. And we got twinning points for it. So I just think it's going to be super, super cool. This is going to be fun to sit out here at nighttime. Like last night, this would have been perfect to sit around.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. And you can fling it over yourself.
Or throw it in the car or whatever.
Yes.
Or again.
Yes. It's a
come
nice
winter,
one.
Come winter,
Oh, a nice
you can-
scarf.
you can just wrap your little body
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah. It's lightweight, but it's warm. It's
And
nice.
I love it. It's squishy. It's nice and fun. So
Yes.
anyway,
Yay for twinning.
yay for twinning, and glad that's done. We could not wait for summer of shawls, or shawls of summer. We couldn't wait for shawls of summer for this to go. So
Yeah.
we had to get it done because it had to be done by the end of May
Yes, for our points
for
and
our
everything.
points. So we got that, and then let's see what's next. Oh, do you have another? Do you have a finished object?
I have, yes. I think I only got one finished
Okay.
object. I really haven't been knitting a lot. I have things I've purchased. I've made 1 out of the 5 baby
Oh, that's
sweaters.
so cute.
So I've got 4 more left. See, my
Adorable.
family, too many people having babies. So this is for a little boy. Now this is made out of Hannah,
Okay.
and the gray split. I
Oh,
was
really?
unhappy,
You were unhappy
and the
with that, right?
pattern is out of 60 Quick Baby Knits.
Oh, I love those books. We have a collection.
Yeah,
of
we have a
those.
collection of them. But the gray split on the Hannah, but the white was fine.
Yeah.
So, and Hannah is a cotton
Cotton bamboo.
blend. I didn't feel like with the bamboo that it stretched.
No, I did not either. Well, we'll talk about that.
Okay. Okay. Maybe this one did. Hers did. Mine did not.
Well, which takes me
Go ahead.
to this one here. This is one that I had, and right now I'm doing this summer of tees and summer tops because now I can knit, which I'm having so much fun with them. So I made this is Big Wave.
Oh, I
by
had that on
Heidi
the list to do.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I've made 2 other of her sweaters. I think it was Big Sand and something else. I made a cardigan that has a
Yes.
similar thing, and then that I have a pullover that has the same
She
stuff
likes
here.
that style.
Yeah, it has the same kinds of things on it. So I did mine out of Hannah as well, and it's 65% cotton, 35% bamboo, and I took some pictures up of this, and I don't necessarily think that it grew with the bamboo in it. I don't think that was the issue. I know that it's supposed to be loose. I was getting gauge and all that. It's a little bit lower than I want it to be.
Do you have a tank that's a little higher?
I'm going to, that is a thought, I'm going to have to invest in things for
Yeah.
underneath these summer tees because they're not, crew. Yeah.
Look at, and I think it is higher. I'd have to put mine on, but I have soft surroundings,
Oh yeah.
And I got a black and a white, and it's a tank, but then it has a little bit of lace at the bottom, so that'd
Yeah.
be cute, and it's longer, so it'd be cute if it stuck out.
It really needs something, and I think also now, again, because the armholes are really, really long, but I think I really could get by with a 3/4 length t-shirt underneath this as well, and use it as a
sure.
vest. Like I have this jean jacket. I took pictures for tomorrow to blog about and put on Instagram, but I have this jean jacket. It's a heavier jean jacket, and it has stitching and buttons that go really well with this, so it's perfect for that. But when it gets hot, unless you're inside, you can't really wear it. So I really liked working with the yarn. This is a super loose gauge on it, but
It's cute. It turned out real cute. I like it.
I
I
really
like
do.
the little decorative.
I liked this. It was fun. It was a fun knit in between, because it has this panel that runs
yeah,
here,
I like that.
and then the shaping down the
Top
side.
down, bottom up. Which way?
Top down, and interesting when you go to do it, an interesting construction, because it starts up here, and it kind of do like
and then you join.
it's not really like you're going down here and then splitting. It has an interesting construction, because then you start going like this. So
that you're working in the round. Yeah.
So worked in the round. So I really do like it. I liked the yarn. It's a coral, and I
It is,
really
and
like
it's
the whole
truly,
treatment.
it's truly a coral color.
Right.
I have had issues with yarn that I have purchased lately, and that not being the right. It looks
Yeah, exactly.
corally or salmon
Exactly.
color online, and then it's not. So now I'm kind of gun shy as to what I order.
And when you're done, there's no. I mean, it's just left. It's just bind off. So it was
So meant to curl a little.
meant
up.
to curl a little, and
Did
but,
you add any inches to it?
No, I did not. I didn't
Okay.
add anything to it. It came out. I just thought I'm going to go just as she says. I did all because it was based on the eyelets, and when I was done. I was like, that's okay. I can.
So
I
it's
can
a
block
length
it.
you like, though.
It was fine. It was
Okay.
perfectly fine. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I could get away with a long sleeve T-shirt, or even a 3/4,
Sure.
or even a T-shirt underneath if that's what I
Sure.
wanted to do. So
Yeah.
that's one of those things
Cute.
that I finished.
Cute, cute, cute.
Anything else for you?
No, just
Okay.
I'm working on and
Okay.
purchases I've
All right.
made.
Well, I have one other, and this last one, again, this is one I bought the pattern last year, and this is called My Boy Lollipop, and it's a Nancy Ritchie design. I've got another one that I'm starting that I'll talk about next time. That's a summer shirt, and it's by her. And so I really liked this last year. Now I have to say I'm not a cap sleeve. I'm not a crop person, and my intention was to wear it under a yellow jacket that I have, which I will.
Okay.
But this is another one that needs, from me, I lengthened it. I lengthened it about 3 inches.
Okay.
And it's meant to go off the shoulder. So this is another one that's going to require something more than what I've got on. Let's just put
Okay.
it that way. Fun, quick knit. I liked it. And like I said, I added length. I added length.
Stand up with that.
I added length to it. Okay. There we go. I added length to it. Through here, I did. Otherwise, I didn't do anything else different. I added
Turned out real
sleeves.
cute.
I
Real
added
cute.
the sleeves.
You
Yeah.
could still put a tank top underneath
Exactly. A yellow tank top, or
I-
any kind of tank top. I have a beige one that I could do as well.
that. I have issues with those boat neck things because
Yeah.
they end up falling off.
And it's meant to be, but this, again,
Yeah.
meant to be, and
Although-
wearing it is two different things for me. So
Although I guess you could tighten it up.
I could tighten that up too, but I just think a cute tank underneath it, and then,
Yeah.
and go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
No,
know, so-
that's cute.
But the neck was kind of an interesting, where she had thrown these little into it. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got one others of hers that I'm going to do this summer. Like I said, I'm going to cast on, but I have a couple.
You know, I wanted to do Tanis Fiber Arts, Rock City,
Rocket Tea.
Rocket
It's
Tea.
on
Thank
both of
you.
our lists. Yeah, it's in the
Were you
list.
going to do the mohair?
I think I'm going to try the mohair. I want to look next week when we go to Erin's Fiber
Right.
Universe. I want to look at her mohair. I think I'm going to try the mohair.
Okay, I wasn't going to do the mohair. I wanted to do like either a stripe or a solid.
Right.
Well, Tanis, if you were on
Yes,
Instagram, she came out with a new base, mulberry silk and
Something else. Yeah.
and put it on sale yesterday, and in 18 minutes.
Gone.
Gone. Every color.
Wow.
I didn't even get it. Some lady said that she got cart jacked, and as she was putting in her credit card number, somebody else must have had PayPal
and was already in there on the way out.
So
oh my gosh.
I sent her a message via Instagram, and she said that she would let me know when it came back and it can be gone again. But that's how fast it went, and that's what I intend. After with linen, mulberry silk and linen.
Oh yeah, which makes a lot of sense.
And it would be perfect. I could see myself wearing it.
Yes.
So the mohair, I'm one of those girls who gets itchy from mohair. So I am going to try Surrey alpaca via your advice, and I am going to try that.
And the Fiber Universe, she has some. So that was my thought too, is to look at the cumulus that she has and look and see, or something else, or a mohair, but either or, because it is on my list for summer.
Well, and Cumulus, doesn't that have a really good price point?
I do.
If you're
I
on
think
a budget,
so. Yeah, I think
it has
so.
a really good price point, and it's a Surrey alpaca. So
we can tell you more about that afterwards.
Yeah,
down the road.
We'll see what color she has there. So I'm kind of anxious.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so it's on what I'm doing on both Instagram and Ravelry is I'm doing a summer tees Cal.
Oh, I'll join.
Yeah, and so not only am I showing my T-shirts that are ready made, but I'm showing summer sweaters that I'm knitting. I'm like I said, I was in this mood to do that. So it's going to go all summer long, and I was looking at my folder the other day. There are 16.
I didn't even count, and I even forgot to bring the 2 skeins of yarn. I told you I had 2 projects. Friend gave me yarn for a birthday a few years ago, and it's one of those things. You gotta let it talk to you. It's gotta tell you what it wants to be.
Exactly.
And it hasn't told me, and I'm
hasn't told you that.
I know it's gotta be a summer sweater, so I've got to.
Yeah.
So I'll have to show that to her another day.
Yeah. So anyway, that's going to go all summer long, and not necessarily ending when fall comes, because summer goes forever in Central Illinois. It can be summer on October 15th. So as long as we're going, we're also going to do shawls of summer, but we'll talk about that next time. But for now, it's going to be, and also part of that is on the Ravelry group. There's something called, I just put up today. It's called the Summer Fun Along. So I want to know what people are doing this summer, because summer is different.
You mean summer as, are we going anywhere?
Anything. Are you going somewhere? Are you knitting somewhere? Are you cross stitching instead of knitting? And what brought it to my mind was this morning I hung on my door a cross stitch that my friend Norma made for me years and years ago. And every time I put it out there, every summertime, I think of her, because it says summer fun on it, and it's a heart, and it has a flamingo on it and all kinds of things. So I always think about that, and I'm like, we need to do summer fun along. What are you doing differently this summer? And it can be knitting. It could be anything, or it could
be sewing. It could be needle pointing. It could be whatever.
Yeah, just show us. Tell us what you're doing, or it can be I'm not
playing
doing
with my kids, because that's all I have now. That's all I
can do, or I'm sitting outside in my new pool that I just got.
I'm coming.
Or any of the other things that you want to do. Or you're taking walks, around your neighborhood, getting to know your neighbors from afar.
That's good.
So anyway.
Nice little truck.
A nice little truck going there. So anyway, that's Summer Fun Along, and then also the Summer Tees KAL. So I have some whips on those.
I have a whip I brought with me. You'd be proud. I'm only on half a sleeve eyelet now.
Good for you. So I have is some that really pertain to the KAL for summer in my bag that Debbie made me, because it's so springy and summery. This one is called the V-Back Tee by Jamie Hoffman. And I
didn't see it. May I see it?
Sure,
I wasn't paying attention. Oh, cute. Okay.
Now the thing that's neat is you can wear this V either in the front or back.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good either way. So that is to be determined as to what I'm going to do.
Well, it depends how low it comes.
Yeah. Exactly. And what I did is that I decided to use my 3 Irish Girls yarn that I bought last year at ZK. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like it.
Haven't gotten very far on it yet.
I like it knit up more than I did in the wound in the skein, personally.
And it still has that teal in it, so it has the teal vibe. Plus, it's
but this
really
is a
stunning.
different color for you.
It's
Gold.
totally. I'm liking these golds, and what I've not decided yet on this is whether I want to do helical knitting on it yet.
Oh, and bring in the other. Are you even changing? I mean, it's all the same dye.
It's all well, you know, how theirs are not, and I've been, you know, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So I'm, you know, and I know that it's kind of pooling right now as it is, so I may just go with that.
Let it pool.
Yeah. So that is one of the summer teas that I'm working on for that. And then I brought out, and this bag is by the Bay Yarn Co. And I have a bigger one of this. This is the first one I bought, and this
You
bag.
bought a second one?
Oh, I have to show you this teal one I bought. It's bigger. You wait till you see it. The thing I like about this one is we sit out at nighttime, and I can sit it over my rocking chair here, and it doesn't drag.
Yeah.
It doesn't drag at all.
Yeah, it doesn't get dirty. Perfect.
And if it does, it does. I can put my phone in it and all of that.
Pocket. Now, I mean, they're not real
They're
wide
not
pockets,
big. They're not
but
real
they're
wide.
probably good
But I can
3-4
put my
inch
phone
pocket.
or whatever in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is a whip from last year. I started it in the summertime and then did not finish it.
Oh, yes. I
Okay.
remember this.
And this is called Sugar Maple. And so this is my porch knitting project. And Corey from I Rock Knits had this sweater as one of in her sweater class, and I tried it on. I'm like, man, not me, okay. But then I saw she was somewhere, and so there was some lengthier.
It looks like anybody can wear it.
Exactly, Cheryl there in the middle, and then Corey, and then I'm not sure the other lady's name. Yeah. But anyway, they were somewhere together and had their pictures taken, which gave me the idea that I could also lengthen mine, and that's what I'm going to do. And I bought 2 skeins, and this yarn is concentric cotton, and I saw Knit One in Chicago was showing this yesterday. There's a different sweater pattern that they're talking about up there.
Oh, really?
And they on Instagram they had a little IGTV, and so that's what it's still out there, and I know that Erin has it too, and just
at Fiber Universe.
At
yes.
Fiber Universe.
And it's 3 threads. Yeah. 3, isn't it? 1,
3 or 4.
4.
Yeah.
It is 4.
One on each of the colorways, I think.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be super
4
cool.
threads.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it kind of just fades into its own little self.
It does, and it's going to go to gray. And then, like I said, I have a second one. Erin said last year when she did hers, she only used 1 skein. But I'm lengthening those sleeves and lengthening the back. Not so much the front, but the back I want to lengthen. Yeah.
There's 929 yards on it, which is quite a lot.
It is.
And price point, you know, it's
for 900, yeah.
It's $36 for 900 yards.
I didn't think it was too terribly bad.
Yeah, yeah. And this colorway is
Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm bringing that one back so that I can get that done, because I happen to have a hot pink jacket. That's the thought last year was to wear it to work. Well, I'm not working now, but I can
That's
still
okay.
wear.
You can wear it to see us.
And I'm going to lengthen those sleeves. It's going to be a great summer sweater.
Perfect.
But that's about to come out.
Oh, the Corvette.
Yeah,
The fancy car.
So
I have a practical car.
Yeah, me too.
Is it my turn? My turn?
Yes, please.
Okay, I have this lovely bag that Rumi gave me.
I'm into bags. There's another bag she's going to get too.
She knows I'm a bag queen too.
You can never have enough bags, and if you do, then start giving them away. Only the ones that weren't gifts. That's my thought. If you bought it, you can give it away.
Yeah. So I have been working on Spectre by Hohi Locatelli.
And we saw that at Stitches last year.
Stitches Midwest.
Yeah.
We saw that, yes. And I waited to cast on for ZK, which is now not happening. So I've just kind of been farting with it. Oh, excuse me. Messing around with it. I'm so sorry. I am on Sleeve Island, which drives me nuts. I have long arms, long body, and it takes forever. It's fingering weight yarn. But
Oh, that's cool.
we are almost finished. We've got one sleeve done, and the other one is half done, and then I'm got to add another inch to the bottom. But of course, I ran out of yarn and had to order another skein, so I got my other skein a few days ago. So yes, and it's fun to do, and
That's neat. I like it.
so yeah, it's not. It's just
It's
got-
squishy.
and it's squishy.
What
It's
was the-
soft.
what
and
was
it's
the
got
yarn again?
So much give to it. It is spun
Oh, spun right round,
right round.
which we've heard a lot about, but nobody around. Again, nobody carries it, so it was so fun to see it in person.
Right.
That's neat.
Yeah. So
Get away with it.
so
You know what
I'm
you're doing.
thrilled to death, and it's a fade, or I
Yeah.
faded it, and so yeah. So I'm pretty thrilled. So as soon as I am done with this, then I am gonna start making my summer
Summer stuff.
stuff. Yes.
That's super cool.
Yes. So that is my only whip. I have a problem with that.
Yeah, she has one at a time. I have 20, 30 at a time. Because then you can finish them and everybody says, oh, what a fast knitter you are. No, I just had all of them in varying degrees of knit. Oh, wait, I gave the secret away. Gave the secret away.
Yeah, see, now everybody knows what you do.
So I have one other. It's part
you
of
have a whip?
I do have a whip. It's part of a KAL that I'm doing. I watch or follow on Instagram Do You Knit, which is a shop out in New Jersey, and they do daily IGTV things and enable me. And last fall when I was off, I won a contest and won a hat kit from them.
Oh, yes, it was so
Yeah,
exciting.
it was so much fun. And so they've been doing their daily things, and they're doing a love note KAL, which with Do You Knit and Big Sky Yarn Company, and so they had some kits a few weeks back, and so the only way you can order them is to call up. But they're super nice when you call up on the phone. And I had my stuff really, with everything that's going on, I had my yarn really quick, maybe within a week, if that. And so I ordered some yarn for Love Note, and it's Big Sky Yarn Co. And both of these are called Ice Castle. This is their Sunny Single. And then this is the mohair also.
I love it.
That I'm doing.
Love
Now
it.
it's very close to my ranunculus, but because
is.
of my ranunculus, because I had an issue with it, because it was two different dye lives. I have a chunk, and so I'm going to dye it on the advice of my of Erin at Fiber Universe to do some dyes and cake dye, icing dye, and
What's I
cook it outside, like Wilton's or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
A dye that they use for icings,
Yeah.
and do it in a pot outside. And so I'm going to take it out this summer and dye that thing a little bit darker turquoise, so that it's not. I won't wear it as it is. I'll wear it around the house, or I'll wear it in the podcast so you just see me from up here. But so it was something that I should have done helical knitting, but I was it was too late. Because the lighter color was already up here in the patterning, and everything else was 3 skeins of it was dark. It was the button jar blue. So I think I had 2 different ones. So, and the pattern is Love Note, and it's a tin can knits, and you know they have spot on patterns. Let's just say they
This
do. Yeah.
is very popular.
Yeah.
Now I would like to do this, but I don't want the lace in it.
And you could, because we've seen what
We've-
Jody has
we've
done that
done
from the
the
Grocery
Grocery
Girls.
Girls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'd be a great.
You have it?
I do. I
So-
think when you're done, when I'm done with this, it's. I think Jody was spot on with it. It's a great pattern for that, to leave that lace out. Just a simple pattern,
Right, top down.
top down. And I think it would be great for a beginner knitter
Yes.
without the lace.
Yes.
Now I have to say the lace, I knocked it off in a couple of nights, and I only had to do a couple of repeats for my size. So, which was not a problem. Chart was easy. I started with the written because I was whatever, it was easier at the time. But I did the chart, went to the chart, fairly quickly. And it was easy to just look down and know where I'm at. But I did use markers I think it's every 10, 12 stitches on it.
You did or did not?
I did.
I would.
So that I could
I
look
would.
down. And then one of the rows of the repeat, and smack dab in the middle, you have to move the stitch marker over one. So each one had to come off at that point, but that was not a problem. Took it off, moved it over, put it back on.
Okay.
Because that way I could look at it and just...
Oh yeah, that's turning out real nice.
And it's super, super soft.
It's real pretty. Yeah,
I love
it is
it.
super soft.
The only thing I will say, this yarn makes your hands blue.
No.
Yeah, I had this little line that was blue in my hands, but not a problem. It easily washes off.
Okay.
When
all
I
right. Put the vinegar in it.
Well, I think what I'm going to do when I go to block it is I'm going to throw my ranunculus in with it, and no dye out sheet, and let's just see if
And
that
see
blue
what happens.
bleeds into that.
And if not, speaking of dyeing, well, I'll wait till we get to that.
But anyway, I thought, well, why not?
good
Why not do
idea.
that? Now, this is the funny thing. I'm going to say this is not one of those bags that you get from people, but this was a bag that I bought some time ago,
I wonder why.
and I'll tell you what, it's that nylon.
But it's good, like for the rain or.
It's good for mohair because all my other bags, I don't want the mohair sticking to the inside of my nice bags.
Oh.
So with
you
this-
are so clever.
With the nylon, I'm like, I can turn it inside out, wash it out, vacuum it out, and it's not gonna, how mohair sometimes.
Yeah,
does
but
the
see,
thing.
I would do that with the mohair. I'd just take a vacuum to it.
Yeah, but I'm
Or a
this
blow
way,
dryer and
this
blow
way,
it out. Oh, so
A
clever.
little backpack. So, not that I'm working a whole
Clever.
lot on it, but this knit along goes, I think, through July. But I'm past the lace now, so it's just increases in that. So
Yeah, it's just easy peasy.
it's a
from now on.
fun little project to be working on. In the other times. So,
Yes, yes,
Anyway,
yes.
okay.
So, where are we at?
Books and bags.
Oh, goody, goody.
I have a.
Oh, I showed a bag already.
That's all right. I
You
have.
should have told me I went out of
No,
order.
that's different. That was kindness of others, I think.
Oh, okay.
I watch Wool and Cookies podcast, and she podcasts periodically. And the last one that she had, she was talking about books, and she had this one, and I went on immediately on Amazon to see if I could get it, and I could. It was came from Thrift Books, but it's making your own gourmet coffee drinks.
Fun.
You should take this and look at it.
Because I would like to do it, is what you're saying.
Well, because you don't you don't drink coffee. Do you drink coffee ever? Ever? Have you done it?
Yes. I have to be more on the desperate side. I'd
Okay.
rather have
So this is it.
a latte or a frappuccino. Macchiato's not bad.
This is an interesting chocolate cream coffee. I mean, it's
Oh,
hot.
yum.
Yes,
Oh, I'll take it
you
and
take
look
it. Look
at it.
It was
Yeah.
interesting, and I learned a little bit about coffee beans in it too. I just thought it was a
Oh.
fun read.
Okay.
Blended banana, hot drinks made with espresso, Irish coffee, chocolate espresso crush.
You're not going to want to look at it for.
No, I'm not going to right now.
Okay.
Butterscotch coffee shake. This is
Oh my
this is a fall
gosh.
thing. So
Okay.
anyway,
Oh, fun.
espresso, cappuccinos, lattes, mochas, and more. Plus, you learn a little bit about it. And
Well,
again,
they got
it's
lattes in there.
yeah.
That's okay.
out of print, but again,
Oh, it's out of print?
out of print, yeah. But
Oh my
you can still get it
God.
some places. So
Right.
again, this was from Wool and Cookies podcast that she turned me on to that.
Cute.
The enablers. So you can put that with your stuff.
My stuff. Thank you.
So I wanted to show that book there.
Very
Okay.
cute. All right. Well, I have purchased. I was telling Penny, and we are going to do this.
Yes, we are, because we can.
The Natural Color Cookbook, and I bought dyes from the forest and the field. And Penny and I both own this. FYI. I
Oh,
found
you
out-
did?
Yeah. I went downstairs and looked. And hand dyed yarn and fleece. Now we have used this
Mm-hmm.
when we were dyeing with dyes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, rocky rocker.
Oop.
Thank you. So we have use that book for it. Now these are done, these other ones are done with natural things like pomegranates, avocados, blueberries, whatever. I happen to see, and I happen, can I show the 2 yarns I bought?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I happen to see on Instagram this Terracotta Ivy, and thank you, and this one, and she dyed, this one is naturally dyed with avocados. Now on her pictures it looked more salmon-y, and really it's in the beige family, so I was a little disappointed at this yarn, but this one was done with black beans, naturally dyed with black beans, and it turns out blue.
Seafoamy aqua.
And so I just bought one skein of each of them. So this one I'm a little disappointed in, but you know, maybe my grandson will take a hat or something. I don't know, or baby sweater. We'll figure out something with that.
That's so cool.
But then I got into doing this, so then I talked to Penny and said, all right, we have got to do this. Because then it's not like you're inhaling anything horrible.
Yeah.
You can do it with your natural, your regular pots and pans.
Exactly.
Because when you use regular dyes, you have to have separate pots and pans. You don't want to inhale that stuff.
Well, and it may be a good option for my ranunculus.
Yes.
We can test it out. I mean, it's no harm on it right now.
I just got these, so I will be doing some reading.
We will, when we get done, we'll have to sit down and have to add your stuff to my show notes so we can put this out.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, and it's scrumptious. It's super wash merino wool, 4-ply worsted weight. So that's super cool.
And it's
Turn
soft.
15 yards. It's scrumptious.
Yeah.
Scrumptious.
Yeah. So I
That's so
ordered
cool.
that. So then, of course, you know, we're into bags. Penny doesn't know about this. So I think I'm going to make us another bag. This is called the Crescent Tote. Now, I happen to see it on the Grocery Girls. Tracy bought it. Thank you, Tracy. And I love the little zipper here and then the leather handle. So
It's cool.
I think our Joanne's just opened, and I'll wait a little bit. But this will be a summer project.
Yeah. Fun.
To make, and I think it's out of duck canvas. I'm not sure.
Which I'm liking that duck canvas, or even a nice upholstery type thing.
Yes,
I might have
we might have to go shopping.
I might have some well, when I get to that portion of the sewing room, I might have some.
Okay.
I might have some of those things.
It says canvas.
Canvas.
fabric
Nice sturdy canvas
for the for the outside, and then just a cotton for the inside.
Because that one sits up really well. Then you know that's my. If I'm buying a tote bag like that, not that my other ones do sit up well. They
except for the one.
No, that's my thing. I must if I'm gonna the sign of a good bag for me is it needs to be able to sit up.
Yes, ma'am.
And these don't. When you get some stuff in them, yes, they do. But I like the Fringe Supply one. Sits up automatically. I use the one you've got.
The Snoopy one.
I want it to sit up because that's the thing. I want to be able to just put my knitting down and it plops in it and not have it bent over.
Right.
So that's my prerequisite for bags.
And I should say this is by Noodlehead, so we'll have to add that. And she had
we'll
tons
add
of patterns,
that.
tons
We'll
of
add
different
that.
patterns.
We'll add
So
that.
yeah.
That's cool.
So anyway, that's all I got
That's
for
cool.
books and bags.
And then I have one bag because during the whole COVID thing, I was trying to go to websites or indie dyers that I would have seen at these festivals. And we had talked about, I talked about Briar Rose, and I've purchased some things from her.
Oh, yes.
And some other dyers as well. But the other thing was we were planning on going to Maryland Sheep and Wool. But with the way my work was going, it just was going to be too much for me to take off that early first weekend in May, you know, and then get back to work and try and get everything done that I wanted to do at work. So we kiboshed that way back early on, probably in January or even before that, probably last fall after we thought about going to. But when it came around, Maryland Sheep and Wool did an online thing where they were promoting all of the vendors that would have been there. And so I got on right away, and I have been wanting one of these. This was on my list, should we go, was a Madder Root bag. It's Madder Root, and I've seen everybody doing these or buying these when they were going to Rhinebeck or whatever. So I had to have one, so I got me one, and it came.
Cute.
little sheep on it. And I love this treatment here, and I've seen them like roll it up type thing too, you know.
Oh, and then, so
And-
then it'll stay.
And then do your little thing there.
Uh-huh.
One more the other. There you go. So you can roll it up, roll it down, or whatever. Toss
Nice.
it. And it's soft fabric, so
Very nice.
yeah, that's madder root. So I got one of those. That was like on my list for we were going there first if we were going to Maryland Sheep and Wool, or you know, I won't ever get to Rhinebeck, but anyway. So I got my bag. I ordered some other things, but one other thing for some birthdays and stuff, and has not shipped yet. So I need to figure out where that is because they had to be made. But oh well. Anyway, so I did a little damage for Maryland Sheep and Wool, and that's all I got.
Well, I've done a little damage. I have bought some yarn. Here, you want to help hold this, my
will.
friend? One of these. So, from Shirley Bryant Yarn. Let's put her label so it shows well.
Yeah, get you up there. This is Jurassic.
This is from
Ooh.
Shirley Bryant.
And this is
I think it's Liver Morning.
Liver Morning, I want to say, but yeah.
I'm not sure. And then this one is Shark Bait Ooh Ha Ha. And this one's Ready Player. Now these are sock yarns, and these are deconstructed fade socks. So if you go on SBY or Shirley Bryant Yarn, I have never seen deconstructed fade.
Yes,
They're so
I have
cool.
no idea what it is.
And one of them is yours.
I know. Do you remember what it is? Was it shark bait?
Mine is this one.
And this is Brenda.
And that is our friend Brenda's. Yes.
And what was
And
I?
then we have one for our friend Becky.
One I can't remember. I think I was going with shark bait.
Yes. Yes.
I was
You
going with
were.
shark bait because I wanted, you know, I'm into this
You were
anything
into
that looks
blue.
good with blue jeans too.
Yes.
Because that is what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
These days.
Yes.
Thank you.
Comfy,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
comfy.
you.
There's your gift.
So I can't wait to wind these and cast it on. I mean, I've got 3 or 4 pairs of socks anyway, but I can't wait, you know, on the needles, but I can't wait. Oh, how cool.
Okay, now, of course, I'm such a sucker. Here's
Oh my
that.
gosh.
And no, you cannot keep this because Morgan might be upset, my granddaughter. She doesn't know the difference. She's going to be one.
That's quite okay. I have a turquoisey one, but oh my God.
This is a hat kit from Threadhead Knits. And I just love this. This skein is called Pop Rocks, and it's her squishy, bulky. Feel this.
Ooh.
I'm making the girls hats for the winter. They both needed new hats. So Amelia, the 3-year-old, picked out she called it purple. It's raspberry.
Where
And
did you
then-
get these?
From Threadhead.
Oh, were they?
It was a kit.
Is that? Oh, it was a kit. Now is that going on there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then this is also going on the other skein. They're the same.
Oh, they're both the same. They don't even look like the same.
Yeah, no. See, here's the other one. They're both Pop Rock. So, yeah. So they're going to be hats for the girls.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, those are. I just.
And it's so squishy. But you can buy the pom-poms by themselves. They're like, I think they're like
I see pom poms like this on my head for the future. I don't care what anybody says.
Didn't you wear? I mean, as a kid, I'm sure I had pom poms in my hair and ponytails.
I
I'm
did not. I don't
sure.
know that I did.
I'd
I've always. In the summertime, I would have pigtails because I go to a summer camp every day. It was in the afternoon, a park district camp, and we'd be in the sun, and I had pigtails. And because I am so fair and sunburned, I would get blisters down because I went out in the sun.
Yeah.
I sunburn and then
Peel.
I peel, and then it goes away. Like this was, oh shoot, when we
That's
were
all right.
together. When we were together, you know.
Oh yeah, from being in my house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is super cool.
So yeah, so I bought it as a kit, so I had to have it. You know how those things
Fun.
go. And the girls did happen to
You
point
have
out
been busy.
Oh, well, I decided to spend money. I couldn't go anywhere to spend it.
Well, I have been too, and I felt like I needed to support people.
Yes. So then, here
And I
we
was
go.
still working. So I still, you know,
I'm not a working stiff.
but it hasn't stopped me, even though I'm not working.
So then, I have never been part that I can remember of a club, a yarn club.
Mhm.
Well, I take that back. I did Grocery Girls for a couple times.
That's
so their
right, you
sock
did, you
club. Well, Lolo did it, and she did the Downton Abbey Club, upstairs, downstairs.
Oh, cool.
So this is the first one that came out. And this is from,
Pamuk.
yeah,
The Pamuk incident. Is that when
that's when the
she was
guy
upstairs
she was with
died?
Yeah, in her bed.
Yes.
Yeah, in Mary's bed.
In Mary's
and
bed,
then,
early on in the first couple of episodes.
yeah, and then the downstairs maid, because it's called upstairs,
upstairs.
downstairs maid, her maid came up and helped her get rid of the body.
That's right. Yeah.
So anyway,
Oh, that's
I
cool.
don't know what it's going to be.
Okay.
I have joined it. I can stop at any point, but
Oh, that's
I mean, that's a
Lola.
full skein. I didn't think this would be a full skein of yarn. I just thought, so I'm pretty excited.
I love Lolo. Did it?
I do
She
too.
does a great yarn. I think probably early on, a podcast that I was watching, whether it was the Grocery Girls or not, turned me on to that. And I have several of her yarns. And I think it's when I had my first foot surgery back in 2016.
Oh, sure.
Because I was watching a lot of it and could see it. So.
Oh, yeah. No, so that's all my purchases. I have a couple other things, but they're not here yet. And they're gifts for friends.
There you go.
Birthday.
There you go. So
Do
anyway,
you want to?
do you want to talk about those? I just had this one on my little thing.
I know we can if you like to.
Our friend Amanda,
Hi, Amanda.
Atlas Knits, right?
Yes.
She is a designer of fantastic shawls, and we've talked about those before. Oh, look up there, you can do that up in the white.
Very intricate. She's got such a mind.
She's been working on it, I think, a new design, and so
Yes.
it intrigues me, Amanda. So I'm waiting to see what it looks like, so we can jump on board. And for the shawls of summer.
Oh, there you go.
2020. So again, we're going to talk about shawls of summer 2020 in in a future episode, which summer officially starts on June 20th. So we'll talk about that at another point in time. Just know that it's out there. But this was something that she turned us on to at January Thaw. She came and we saw her there, and it's called a floofs.
A floop.
Floop. And I've been using it as a cable needle. You can use it as
Floop.
stitch marker.
FLOOPS.
You can use it as a stitch marker or a stitch, whatever, but I've been using it as a cable needle.
And you know, if I could have used it on the Hohi sweater at the top, but you can put it right there, on your sweater and pull it out, and that cable needle's always there. You can use it as a stitch marker. It twists.
It twists, so it's not going anywhere. And I've been using it on that baby blanket upstairs, and then just twist it and stick it in there, and there it is whenever I want.
Yeah, so it's a great marker, great cable.
Easy to pick a stitch up if you need to quickly or whatever. So anyway, this is...
Yeah, if you drop a stitch, you can definitely pick it up and then, put it together so it doesn't come loose. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I have not used mine yet.
Been using mine upstairs or in various places. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
That is all I have, except I have this little bag down here.
I forgot. All right. So, I forgot totally about the bag. See, that's what happens when I give you stuff.
Stay there. Okay.
So, Penny's little bag. This is a gift, a joint effort from the ZK Table Mates
Oh my gosh, you
and
guys.
your Tuesday girlfriends, knitting friends. Just flop that right
Oh my gosh.
So, I taped it there, sorry. And then this
Should
is a little, go ahead. Yeah. Well, that's a note from Amanda. That's just a private little note.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
So you might have, so go ahead, pull it out.
Oh, you guys.
And then there's a little map in there, so you know whose block is whose, and I'll tell you which is the top.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you'll know which is the top because you're smart.
Oh, you guys. Oh my God. How did I not know about this?
Because we're a sneaky bunch of girls.
Oh, you guys. Oh.
So she really
Oh my
can't
God.
see it, but we're going to show each of you.
Yes. Oh
So,
my gosh.
see,
Oh.
all these blocks, not come
I
this
can do that. I
way.
can do that. Okay, so let's
So
do this.
go ahead. This purple one is Brenda.
Is Brenda. Oh
And
my
this is
gosh.
one of our friends, Becky
Oh.
S. Judge Becky, we used to call her. She doesn't like that. And then this is our friend Kathy. She's a Tuesday knitter,
Kathy
just
Reed.
like our
Okay.
Becky.
Kathy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you
And
guys.
this is one of our friends, Alicia. That's from
Oh,
ZK.
look at that.
And this is Annetta. From,
Oh, it's a sweater.
it's a sweater. That's a ZK table mate. And then whose do you think that is? This is Kim from
Oh, Kim.
ZK, our wonderful, brightly colored.
Oh, she
loves
was
brights.
fun to
All right,
knit
throw-
with as well.
Throw this over my shoulder so it doesn't drag. And this, now see what I mean
Oh
by
my God.
intricate?
Is that Amanda?
This is Amanda.
Oh.
This is another ZK table mate. This is, can you tell it's a sheep? You won't be
Yes.
able to tell on
You can see
here.
the face.
This is from Annette.
Oh yes. And
This
This
is
is-
the one she hand spun.
I was going to
think.
say, I bet she
Yeah,
spun
she
that.
spun that and then knit it. She's
Oh,
a wonderful
Good
spinner.
gravy, guys.
And
Oh.
then this is another one from our friend Becky on Tuesdays. And then this, keep shoving it over.
Oh my God.
This is from Bindu.
Oh,
She's
Bindu.
our pink.
She's
She's
our
our
pink
pink girl.
lady.
She loves pink.
She would make a good pink lady.
Whereas Alicia hates pink. And then
Oh.
this is also Annette.
Oh my God, Annette.
So
Look at
it's
that.
Snoopy, which of course we all know is Penny's
Oh
favorite.
gosh.
And this is from Annetta,
Oh,
another ZK table mate,
Mm.
just like
Oh, you
Annette.
guys.
And then we come down to the little purse, and that's from Annette. And then this one is like just a texture kind of thing, and that's from Annetta. You'll be able to see it better
Oh my
when you get to
gosh.
look and put it on the floor. And then
Oh.
another block from Alicia. She loves purple. Purple.
Oh, Alicia.
You get
And it has
anything
the
from
teals
Alicia.
in it as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
You guys.
And then this one is a sheep, and it's from our friend Becky. I don't know that you can see it as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is, she's our table mate at ZK.
Oh, and that teal, like guys. Oh,
And
look
then
at
this
that.
is mine. I like all the colors of the rainbow, but
Oh, it's scrumptious.
didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to. And then this is mine.
Look at that.
She's
Oh.
our St. Louis Cardinal gal along
You
with
bet.
me. So, anywho, that didn't turn out as good as I wanted it. But anyway,
Oh,
so it is a
guys.
nice little blanket for her to wrap up in. It was supposed to be given to you at my game plan was ZK. That didn't work, and then
And you sewed them together, didn't
and
you?
I sewed it all together and blocked it.
Oh, bless your heart. Oh, guys.
And
it's
so yeah,
fantastic.
so that is your gift from all of us gals. And actually, I
Oh.
felt this was the best place to do it that way.
Everybody
everybody
can see, they
see
have
it
a,
at
they
the
can
same
find, They can
time.
see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
well, and you know I will take pictures of every square and the whole thing laid out.
Mhm.
Oh, guys, this is wonderful. I'm beyond words. It's such a lovely sentiment. Oh my God.
So yeah,
Well,
happy
I'm glad-
retirement.
I'm glad you didn't give it to me at ZK. Only
Well, you
because
could have probably used it at ZK
I could have.
because
No
it's
biggie,
always
no
so
biggie.
cold in there.
It
You
is, but
know.
it would have been. I really bad. I'm sorry. I am sorry that we couldn't show this off at ZK, but I will show it off at ZK during one of the virtual meetings. I will definitely.
Oh
Guys,
yeah.
This is just.
Well,
too
and when we
much
Zoom
fun.
with them,
And when we Zoom, you
yeah,
just.
you'll have to put
Yeah,
that thread
that's
through. There's
all right.
a thread there.
Oh my God.
So yeah, so
We should-
that is your gift
can I
from
do that
all the
whole
girls.
That is just fantastic. Thank you, everyone.
I mean, it's a nice weight.
Oh, it's
Everybody
it's
used-
wonderful.
Everybody supposed to use a worsted weight.
Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to do this. Yeah.
Do you need to like scoop
Oh.
back?
do this. This is our last.
Say, excuse us.
Excuse us, pardon us. Sorry for the scrape. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, even if you
I
can't
swept
get
the
the
porch.
whole thing.
I swept the porch.
Here, I can hold.
Here you go. All right. Whoops. Lift your left foot, please.
Yeah, it's only my block. Don't worry about it.
We'll do this. Oh, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bring it down. Oh, wonderful. Oh, this is so nice. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
So happy retirement.
Thank
That's
you.
your
Thank you,
retirement
thank
gift
you.
from the Tuesday
Oh,
girls
that's
and
awfully
the
nice.
ZK gals.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it so much. I'm sorry that we can't be together.
No, stupid Cody.
We can't be together, but it'll make it all the better when we can.
Yes.
And in the meantime, I hope everybody is staying safe and things are opening up a little bit, and that I don't know. It's just a crazy time we've been going through, but you know, we'll get through it
Right, and
and be better for it.
Things are starting to get a little more normal. You know, things opening up, so I'm pretty happy about that.
And we're so thankful too that we, and you probably as well. We have not known anybody
Knock on wood.
that have been ill. Maybe a few of our friends had it, and I think a few of our friends might have had it last fall, and perhaps my daughter-in-law as well might have. But they're all well and mending, so we're very blessed to be among those that have not been super affected by it.
Right.
By anything that's going on right now. Anyway,
Yes.
thanks so much for tuning in, and
Thanks for having me. It's fun.
we'll do this again
Oh,
because we can, you know, and even if we might try even on the riverfront someday. Too.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
fun with our Tuesday friends, you mean?
Yeah, with the Tuesday friends, I know one will not particularly want to be into
No.
it, but she can be
We'll just kick her out. She can sit on the other side.
She can be the audience, and for
Make
anybody,
us giggle.
yeah, and either or we'll just do it, you know, with the riverfront as the backdrop.
Oh, nice.
Down the
We
road.
could do
That
that.
would be fun too. So,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
anyway,
Yep.
so lots of stuff. Show notes will be out in a few days, maybe, but I'll get to
A
those.
lot to show.
Yeah, a lot to show, and we'll get your little list together and all
Okay.
that. So,
Okay.
have a great couple of weeks, and thanks for joining us.
And stay safe.
Stay safe. Talk at you later.
Bye.
That was so cool.